Hello, and thank you for joining us for another episode of the Greater Miami Shores Chamber of Commerce Chamber Chat, where we spotlight local businesses, people, and events happening in our community. I'm Carla Peters, Executive Director. With me today from Barry University are head coach George Butch Estes and coach Heather Macy. Coach Estes, I'm going to start with you. We're going to do a little bio, then we're going to talk about some of the offerings that Barry has for this summer and your upcoming fall season that we're very excited about. Let's see, Coach Estes, you have been the head coach at Barry since 2013.
That's
Is that
correct?
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. And your first season, you took them to the NCAA tournament?
Very lucky the first year. Got to get turned around pretty quick.
Awesome. You coached for 30 years at Palm Beach State College. You've won 11 Coach of the Year awards. You were a basketball analyst for Fox Sports Network. And you've been around Miami-Dade College, University of Miami, Seattle University. You've got a bachelor's degree in physical education and also a master's degree in administrative education.
That's correct. That's
Anything I missed?
You did your homework.
I did. I highlighted it. So let's start with you tell me a little bit about the Barry basketball program. I know that's a really popular happening at Barry. Tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you. Well, it's been a labor of love. We've been very blessed. As you mentioned earlier, we came in, brought some guys with us, and turned it around pretty quickly. We've been fairly consistent through the years. I think we've been to 6 or 7 NCAA tournaments. So we won 3 conference championships. We've been to 2 Elite Eights. We've had numerous all-conference players. We've had 3 All-Americans during that time, and numerous guys that have graduated have gone on to play professionally, not in the NBA, but overseas. So, you just kind of look at the overall scope of the program. We'll be starting our 12th year. We have to almost exclude COVID. We all remember, or hope we don't remember COVID, but right. It's been great. We've been fairly consistent. I think our team is headed in the right direction going into this season again.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And let's go to you, Coach Macy. You joined last summer, 2023.
Wednesday was 1 year.
Oh, wow.
In Miami Shores. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You come to the Bucks after 3 years at Greensboro College, and you were named the 2022-2023 USA South Coach of the Year, correct? Congratulations. Prior to Greensboro, you spent time as head coach at Spartanburg Methodist. You've been to East Carolina, Francis Marion, and other places. You've led your teams to 7 conference championships, winning 7 Coach of the Year honors, 3 conference tournament championships, and 5 NCAA tournament appearances, becoming the winningest coach in Pirate history. You've got a BS in Sports and Exercise Studies and a Master's in Human Performance and Recreation. Did I get that right?
You did. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, I'm very happy to have you both here today. Coach Macy, tell me a little bit about the women's basketball program.
The women's team at Barry, we're building. So we got here, like I said, June 12th a year ago, and we had 11 new players this coming season. So we had our lumps. However, we're returning 8. And that's a huge number in the climate right now of college athletics. And then we went locally, and we've been able to sign 2 of the top 10 players in Miami-Dade County. So we're really proud of that number, and that those players will come in right away and help us. So between junior college transfers, Division I transfers, and a couple of really solid true freshmen, we're excited about what the fall would look like for us.
That is fantastic. We're excited to come and see some games. Let's talk a little bit about what is happening this summer. So, Coach Estes, talk about your program starting in July, Rising Star Academy.
Right, Rising Stars basketball camp. And this summer, my predecessor, Coach Cesar Odio, started this camp. My goodness, about maybe 25 years ago. So we're probably around 25 years consistently with this camp, and it's very popular. It's Miami Shores has been great to us. All the local elementary, middle schools, and even in some cases the high school. We don't really cater to our camp in July to the high school kids as much as we do the elementary and the middle. So it's more for ages 5 through 15. We will be having it for 2 consecutive weeks. It's always a consistent. It's in the middle of July the 15th through the 19th, and the 22nd through the 26th. We still have open spots, and you can go to our website, rsbacademy.com, to register. But it's really a fun. It's centered around basketball, but we really have an enjoyable, fun
Awesome. And if someone was interested in finding out more information about that, they can research it on rsbacademy.com. Is that correct?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, and or talk to your neighbors, because maybe there's
Probably
probably
right.
one of your neighbors that have been in the past, and it's really something we really truly enjoy because of our we work with older kids. Heather and I both do, and it's kind of fun to go and work with the younger ones in the summer, and kind of helps us stay young.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your Elite Academy happening in August,
in August.
correct?
That's a little different than our individual camp, which I just talked about in July. The elite camp is more for high school kids who we've identified as potential prospects, and we invite them in for the day. We are able to work them out. We're able to evaluate them. We're able to show them Berry University, introduce them to our university as a whole. And then those that we think are good enough, we would try to recruit. Those who we think maybe aren't quite good enough for us, but could play somewhere else, we'll try to help them find another place. And then in some cases, you find some young people who want to be good basketball players, but who aren't quite up to it.
Got it.
And maybe at least we could address that with the parents and say, this might be something that's not really achievable. Let's pursue something else.
Got it. Tough love.
Yeah, tough love, but very good. It's great for Berry because we get a lot of potential students on campus. We're able to see some prospects, and it does give kids an opportunity. A lot of people are just looking for the chance, the opportunity, and that's what we try to provide.
And how nice to be able to let them experience what it would be like to play at Berry and go to school at Berry.
Correct.
And all of those other things that they may not have access to. That's wonderful.
Correct.
Okay, Coach Macy, let's talk about your summer offering right now. You have currently starting this Sunday, and you still have spots. 2 feet in the 305.
That's right.
Okay.
So we're looking to establish a women's driven camp here that is instructional based, to where we really go from a grassroots level to teach kids the intricacies. And our hope is that the high school coaches will see the value in our teaching and start coming to the camp, being a part of the camp, and so we can grow it really, really organically. So we're building it, and this summer we're doing that by hosting position camps, so you can work specifically on the area that these kids want to improve in, and then elite camps, which, as Coach mentioned, is more for the recruiting perspective of kids that really want to go to Berry. And that would include not only working with our staff and players, but also doing campus tours to see if Berry academically and generally the campus layout is a good fit.
Okay, that makes sense. If someone were interested in your the current camp you have running starting this Sunday, 2 feet in the 305, they could find you at goberrybucks.com, goberrybucks.com. And the camp information is on that website.
Yeah, there's a drop down menu that says 2 feet in the 305, and you can actually register directly on the website.
Okay, perfect. Let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen in the fall. So one of the things that the Chamber is constantly trying to do is remind people that Berry athletics are open to the public. They encourage our community to go and support them in a basketball game. The games are really inexpensive. How much does it cost to attend a game?
Maybe $5.
Yeah, it's nothing. They have a really beautiful facility. There's also Bucky's Cove right outside the basketball courts, and that has amazing burgers and beer and a hidden gem in Miami Shores. So we want to push people to attend, support, and go visit Bucky's Cove. But let's talk about how they would find out what that schedule is. How would somebody approach that?
Well, both of our schedules will be on Go Berry Bucks.
Okay.
It will probably be uploaded in the fall. We actually start together around the first weekend or second weekend of November. Around the 8th or 10th will be our first regular season game.
Okay.
We play a lot of double headers.
Oh, nice.
So we do that traditionally on Wednesdays and Saturdays, even though there are a few exceptions to that. And then we do play some single games. We're not always able to play double headers. But it is, having been here 12 years and been involved in the community like I have, you're missing if you don't come because it's really family oriented. It's great time. If you enjoy sports, I think we both have quality players, quality people who are wonderful role models for our young people. And I just think, and for the amount of money you spend, as compared to going down the street see the Heat or the Dolphins and all that, and spend $500, you come spend 50 and have a great time and see
Right.
really high quality basketball. Both of our programs are playing at in the Division II level. We're playing at the very top of that, and so we give scholarships. It's a very competitive yet very enjoyable thing, I think, for all of our supporters in the community. And I'd like to thank the Miami Shores community, because overall they've been really good to us, both the university and our athletics and our basketball program.
Well, we love having you here.
Thank you.
And so that's exciting. I do think everyone should try and get to a game. They're a lot of fun. Coach Estes, let's talk a little bit about what you're doing besides your actual coaching. So the Chamber was fortunate enough to have our annual retreat at Barry, and you came and spoke to us. And I have to say, it was amazing. Everyone had, you both spoke, but you were so inspirational. And I know that's something that you do as well. You speak and teach inspiration. I'm not quite sure how to put that.
Specifically emotional intelligence.
There you go. Okay, thank you. Tell me a little bit about that. And are you currently doing that this summer? What are you doing with that?
So in 2016, I was one of 300 coaches in the country that actually has an emotional intelligence certification, and I've been able to take that and go into high stress, production based industry, specifically sports, and go into, from my experience at the Division I level, over half of my career has been there, and the pressures and expectations, and help coaches or corporations live a better life in a more balanced way through emotional intelligence. So my passion comes from that drive, is helping people through the long term. But specifically when I visited with your group, I think coaches, we have a unique perspective on discipline, cooperation, and teamwork. And so anytime we're inside of a public sector, they find it interesting what we do on a daily basis.
Yes, absolutely. And it was really appropriate when you came and talked to us. I thought, wow, that really makes a lot of sense. So anyway, thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the Chamber. We'd be happy to put you in touch with them. Again, their websites are goberrybucks.com. And for the Summer Academy with Coach Estes, it's rsbacademy.com. And thank you very much.